So just a couple hours ago, we tested YouTube's new raid feature, which they call live redirect. And I mean, it worked. And that's the most important part. It mostly worked. It is sloppy. I don't know how else to describe it. But what we did is we went live on this channel, the Alpha Gaming channel, and then about 20 minutes later, we went live on my channel and we redirected the viewers to that one. And the Harris Heller personal channel, which by the way, I don't give nearly enough attention to, will usually get, 300 viewers during a live stream. And we got up to nearly 1,200 viewers. So it works, but it works a little differently than Twitch's raid feature is. And it's very clear that what YouTube's trying to do here is solve a problem that Twitch is ignoring. YouTube is trying to prevent hate raids from happening when they launch this feature by doing it differently. And I would say they succeeded, but I would also say that maybe they were a little bit too successful. If you can be, they overshot the mark a little bit and it wasn't a great experience. So I want to go into it. I want to show you exactly how live redirect works on YouTube. I'll explain to you what the raider has to do and exactly what the raidee has to do. And then I want to go into the problems of live redirect and what the solutions are, because I found 4 very specific and kind of big deal problems with it. So let's jump into it. By the way, if you're watching this right now, do me a favor and hit the like button because it's free and it helps out a ton. And leave a comment during this video, either later with your thoughts on what I'm talking about, or if you don't want to think about a comment, just literally like right now, just leave a random emoji. Leave your favorite emoji, just for fun. And then also, because this video is not sponsored, can I remind you real quick that StreamBeats is a free music service for all YouTubers and streamers with over 1,600 free tracks available for free on all of the streaming platforms. And it's also available to download on streambeats.com so that you can use them in your YouTube videos without getting a DMCA strike, without getting demonetized. Go use it now, go use it in your live streams, using your videos. It's all free. I've said the word free like 10 times. Let's move on to the live redirects now. Okay, first, if you want to be able to receive live redirects from other YouTube streamers when they're done, first thing you're gonna have to do is go to YouTube Studio, click the settings button in the bottom corner, then go to the community tab, scroll down a little bit until you see live redirect. From there, you'll have 2 options. You can either allow anybody that you are subscribed to, you'll give them access to redirect to your channel. And you do have to make sure that your subscriptions are public for this to work. If they're not, the checkbox will be grayed out. There's a link for you to change that setting. It takes 5 seconds. The second option is to type in the URLs of YouTube channels that you would like to manually allow to live read. Can we just call it rating? We're gonna call it rating. Live to redirect is a stupid name, it's too long. So you can manually fill out the names of the people that you want to be able to raid you. This is YouTube's strategy that they've chosen to stop people from hate raiding you. Essentially, you cannot get raided by randos. Now, on the other side, if you would like to send a raid at the end of your next YouTube stream, here's what you're gonna need. First, you'll need 1,000 subscribers. Now, there was a lot of confusion about this on Twitter. I wanna make it clear. You only need 1,000 subscribers to send a raid. You don't need 1,000 subscribers to receive a raid. A lot of people were worried about it. There's nothing to worry about, because if we can be real with each other for just a second, if you have fewer than 1,000 subscribers, which by the way, good for you, keep going, everybody starts from 0. But if you do have fewer than 1,000 subscribers, you're probably not super worried about sending a massive audience someone else's way. So I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. It doesn't really make a huge difference here. But here is how sending someone a raid works. During your live stream, you're gonna hit the edit button over here. Again, you're gonna go to the community tab on the left, then you're gonna scroll down to live redirect, you're gonna hit the add button. From there, you're gonna find the URL of the stream that you'd like to raid. You're gonna copy it and paste it into the right search box. Then you're gonna see it pop up underneath. You're gonna click on it and you're gonna hit save. Or you should be able to hit a button that shows you a number of people that you're able to stream and you can pick from that section there. Either way, I'm sure you noticed, compared to raiding on Twitch, this is a gigantic convoluted mess. Just way too many steps. We did this earlier on stream and it probably took like 5 minutes just to get the raid working. Let's talk about why, because there were a handful of problems with this. 4 problems in particular. Let's go over them right now. Number 1 was probably the most serious one in the moment, and it's gonna cause a lot of frustration for a lot of YouTube streamers. It wouldn't let me raid. On the Alpha Gaming channel, I kept picking my live stream, which was live at the moment, and my personal channel was definitely subscribed to the Alpha Gaming channel, and my subscriptions were made public. Like, I double checked. Everything was right, and when I hit save, it would say, sorry, failed to save the changes, that change being the added live redirect. It turns out, and by the way, this is the fix for it if you run into this problem, even though I was subscribed to the Alpha Gaming channel and I had my subscription set to public, like everything was set, I still had to manually allow the Alpha Gaming channel to raid me. And this wasn't a fluke either, because then after my stream on my personal channel, I went to raid one of my subscribers. It even popped up in the list of people that were subscribed to me that I could raid, and it wouldn't work until I went into his chat and I said, even though you're subscribed to me, manually allow me to raid you. And the moment he added my name, I could add him to the live redirect. So far, 0 for 2 with it working properly, but we did get it working both times. And I'm sure YouTube will get it fixed. I just hope they fix it pretty quick. But speaking of bugs, another bug that we had was that a lot of my viewers didn't get pushed along with the raid. They got stuck there. In fact, even some YouTube employees who were watching our test of live redirects got kicked out when I tried to do the raid. Of the 1,400 people that were in the Alpha Gaming stream when we did the raid, only about 1,000 of them got pushed over. So just above 2/3 of them came along. Some people were saying you have to have autoplay turned on for it to work, but we ran a poll and it turns out a lot of people had autoplay turned off and it still worked just fine. So again, it seems like there's a bug in the process. Some people just aren't being pushed along. We'll see when they fix that. Number 3, this process, the whole thing, just kind of a giant mess. Like it's like 8 clicks plus some of the steps are way too long. And a lot of these could be fixed with very simple fixes. Like for example, in order to find someone's stream, you can't just type in their username. You can't even type in their channel URL. You actually have to find the URL of the live streaming video itself and paste it over into there, which is not hard to find, but it's not fun to do while you're live in front of your audience. Or I mentioned you can click that button that shows you the people that you're able to raid that are live at the moment. I feel like you should be able to click through some of those and watch the stream before you go and raid them. Like whenever I raided people on Twitch, I always checked their stream first. I wanted to make sure they had a microphone or a camera or something to make their stream interesting, so I knew I was raiding someone who's putting an effort in, right? In order for me to watch the stream before I raided this person, because we raided a subscriber, I had to memorize their username, which doesn't show you the whole username. You have to memorize what you can, search them, hope you find their channel, then look for their live stream, then you can see if you actually want to raid them. And again, it's not like it's especially hard. It's just a massive process to do when you have a lot of people watching you, and people are gonna leave during that process. And I feel like with a platform as large as YouTube is, they should be able to simplify that down pretty quick. And number 4, I mentioned this one earlier in the video, I don't like how limited the scope is of the people that can raid you. Like I am subscribed to like 10 channels on YouTube. Right now, those are the only people that can raid me. I want anyone in the world to be able to raid me. Like, I feel like there's a much simpler way to resolve the hate raid problem without crippling the whole raid feature, right? Here's what I would do. I would like an allow all button where anyone can raid me, but then if a toxic raid does come in to my channel, I would like a simple button, like a moderation tool, where I can click a button that says ban everybody that came from that raid. And it can be a permaban, it can be a 24-hour ban, I don't care. But kick them all out, don't let them in. And just like that, all the haters are gone. But I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me in the comments, do you think that is a good solution? I think it's a great solution. I actually spoke with YouTube's head of gaming creators between that test and filming this video. His name is Lester Chen, fantastic individual. And he specifically told me, he said, for this rollout, we are starting this off fairly conservatively, meaning that because hate raids are such a large issue, if they have to err on the side of extra caution versus extra leniency, they're gonna err on the side of extra caution in the beginning, and then they'll improve it as they go along. And to be fair, I respect that opinion. Also, just being candid, if I'm gonna pick someone to raid, I kind of want to pick one of my subscribers. So it's still not ideal, but it's not the worst. And you know what? We're gonna add a number 5. We're gonna add one more problem that seems trivial, but I think it's actually a big problem. That is the name live redirect. It's a stupid name. No one's gonna use it. I'm sure they didn't want to use raids because they don't want to just be a copycat of Twitch, but like, let's be real, no one's gonna use the name live redirect. We're just gonna call it raids because you didn't give us a good enough name on your own. Like if you'd given it a cool name, like in my stream, I suggested calling it a push. I can see myself saying, hey, who are we pushing after this stream? And you can be like, you know, you are pushing your audience to another stream. Like that makes sense to me. I like the push. If you named it something cool like that, we'd call it a push, but you named it live redirect. So we're gonna call it a raid. Name it a push. I'm giving that one to you. Make it happen. But that is a symptom of a larger problem. YouTube gaming has a very poor branding to it. Like Twitch's gaming, it felt like it was gaming branded, right? Like they have all the emotes, they have the culture, they have the raids, they have the subs, and YouTube, it's way too corporate-y, right? Like you subscribe instead of follow. You join a membership instead of subscribe. And now you live redirect instead of raid. And like, it lacks flavor. We gotta fix that, YouTube. But YouTube promised a handful of awesome features like 6 or 7 months ago. And I'm really hoping that this is the start of the rollout of some more of these. More specifically, gifted members. Gifted members coming next, please, YouTube. I really hope so. If you want to see what my wishes are for YouTube, I actually posted a video quite a while ago. Feel free to check out this video. I'll put it on the side over here. If you haven't left a comment or hit the like button yet, please don't forget to do that because you're still here. You obviously liked the video. And I'll see you next time. Happy streaming.